Good evening, Truck and Tractor Pool fans. We're back. We're Kendra-less tonight. Kendra's down in Luray, Virginia, having fun at Interstate Truck and Tractor Pool. And we have the man, the myth, the legend himself from Beast of the East, Duane Martin.
Mm. Hello.
How is Duane tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
So if anybody's got any where the hell is Kendra comments, directed towards him. Since he's not me. I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah, it's I don't have any comments. Is there anybody on? Yeah, we got some watchers. Like, subscribe, share, hit the thumbs up for us. Helps us keep going, and that's what YouTube likes to see. The algorithm likes to see, and we want to keep going for you. So, um,
Low viewership because I'm just not a popular person like Kendra.
no, you're fine. You're good. You're good. Oh, we got a comment. Uh-oh. Where does this start?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it'll be a nice quiet night without Kendra. Yeah, I told Duane when we were backstage talking before we went live. I said, you're going to learn how to giggle and put a wig on. So,
Yeah, I can't do the.
but anyway, I'm kind of going to go between. Hi, you, Jr. Rolf. Backwoods customs pulling shoot. I missed the lesson. YouTube.
Misspelling.
Anyway, I'm going to kind of go East Coast and Interstate tonight. I'm going to do Kendra hopefully some good here. And then we're going to just basically turn the show over to Duane, who I think you said you had 100 and how many hooks?
130 hooks.
130 hooks at their finals 2 weeks ago. I was out of town last week, so I didn't have a show. So I'm going to bust through a couple of East Coast events here from Quarryville, and also I got some interstate stuff I've got pulled up here, so just bear with me. And then I'm gonna turn everything over to him and just let him go. He's got, what did you say, 9 pages of results, and I'm sure plenty of stories for us from what was the finals for Beast of the East. So. I don't know what that. I'm just reading some messages here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the August 13th at Buck, the 6,200 pound modified two-wheel drive trucks. Taking the win was Darren Wilson with Dirty Money at 321.76. Second was Irv Clark with Taz Toy at 309.76. Third, Irv Clark with Wildside at, you know what? Teaches me something here. Wildside was second at 310.71. Taz Toy was third at 309.76. Fourth was Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money at 298.58, and fifth was David Carlton. We call him Jelly with Breathe Easy too at 280. Wow, Mike Walker, you're writing 284.10, 284.10. Also, Pro Stock Diesel, East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4x4 was there. 3 trucks made the call. Taking the win was the Super Pickle, if you will. Norm Newswanger with Chapter 11 at 312.88. Second was Tommy Hassler with Twisted Addiction at 304.38. And third was Carl Ankwicks with Living on the Edge at 300, excuse me, 0.38. And looks like we'll go with a non-points class interstate modified tractors. I think we're 7,800 pound, yeah. Taking the win, we're going Winky, Jason Weichel with the Untamed at 318.45. Second was Rick Wolf with One Too Many at 315.14. Third was Ian Ericker with Unstable at 312.25. Fourth was Kirsty Robinson with Phony 2 at 306.90. Fifth was Dale Forrester with Don Haley's Nonsense at 296.54. And sixth was Andy Forrester with False 9 at 288.57. And then we had the 8,500 pound Interstate Truck and Tractor Pullers Mod Turbo class. And taking the win there was Steve Beckley with Up in Smoke. Boy, he is on a roll. You're going to hear that. I should have a couple more results with that name there. Taking the win with the Up in Smoke again, 313.29. Second was Vern Zerby's Z Unit with 313 even. Third was Justin Latour. What's his truck's called? His tractor's called Addiction, not tractor. 311.90. Fourth was Jason Forrester with Papa Smurf at 310.86. Fifth, Nathan Graham with Bullet Blue at 310.01. Sixth was Vern Zerby with Dr. LZ at 308.19. Seventh, Tommy Williams with Firestorm at 303.62. Eighth was Nathan Graham with Blue Reaper at 302 and 36. Ninth, Jason Malott with Double OZ at 301 and 16. 10th was Scott Cascadden driving the Bull Ride tractor, which I believe is BJ Wilkins' tractor, at 200.27. And unfortunately, a scratch, Jimmy Williams with the Cadillac Red. Was a scratch, obviously, with mechanical problems of some sort. Kendra's not here to tell us, so maybe she'll chime in. Good point, Mike. You're right. It was me. I had to shift my glasses a little bit. I figured it out. Hi, Brian Morrison. Run What You Brung. That's a full pool productions class. There was 4 trucks and taking the win. Norm Newswanger doubling up on the night with his Chapter 11 at 308 feet even. Second was Michael Hearn with Bad Attitude at 299.46. Third was a blower truck on gasoline, if you will, alcohol. Rob Farrell with Jaded at 286.52. And fourth, and putting on one hell of a show, was Tommy Hassler with Twisted Addiction at 227.70.
Did you watch the video?
Oh, yeah. They bolted a bigger turbo on, and the Rabbit was back, and he decided, I'm just going to ride this out. And stayed in it, and things came apart. So, But it's comical. I sent him a message. I watched the video. Well, I sent him a video, too. And he had a smile on his face when he got out of the truck, and he was even smiling even bigger. I guess some of the guys were talking to him as he walked towards his tow vehicle. He was smiling even bigger. I said, "Yeah, that's a good attitude to have, I reckon." So
yeah, he's had a lot of bad luck this year with that bounce.
He has. Yeah, he really has. But he's got wins with that truck too. So
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and dive into August 20th at the Buck was Truckers Day. East Coast Pro Pulling. Lucas Oil had one class there, and that was the 20,000-pound limited pro stock semis. Taking the win was Dave Greek with Pressure Time at 358.60. Second was Jerry Martin with Inconvenience at 357.18. Third was Brian Smith. I'm not quite sure what he's calling that truck. It is the Peterbilt with a Caterpillar. 354.53. Fourth was Sean Mills. Sean Mills. I want to say. Anyway, Midnight Express or something like that it's called. I apologize. 341.06. Fifth, Ed Zeglin with Death Row at 333.38. Sixth, Albert Brown with Back in Black. The V8 Mack truck is back. Finishing sixth, 323.87. Seventh was Hank Oster with the Scrapper at 288.22. Eighth, Paul Garbart with his V8 Mack at 275.35. Ninth, Tony Denton with Nonsense at 260.67. And we had an exhibition, Dale Malinzak with the Hot Dog International 9900 at 315.30. So now, hang tight, Duane.
Oh, that's all right.
We're going to look at, and thank you, Trackside Live, for these results I'm going to look at here real quick. From the Augusta County Fair in Harrisonburg, Virginia, we're going to look at the 7700 light limited turbo class, and David Reed with Headcase took the win at 295.11. Second was Cody Anderson with his 1066 International at 293.86. Third was Bradley Seal with his New Holland at 289.56. Fourth, Matt Smith with Fast Forward at 286.29. Fifth was Ted Ingram with the Acme Rocket, 282.74. Sixth was Jason Bowers with his 1466 at 250.97. Seventh was Rory Dummas at Not Your Average Deer, 249.70. And eighth was Dayton Custer with the Operation Blue at 239.95. I don't know what happened there. Okay, 7,800-pound modified tractor. I'm just kind of winging this over here on a different screen. Let's see. Kirsty Robinson took the win with Phony 2 at 310 and 53. Second was Ian Ericker with Unstable at 309.42. Third, Kevin Stauffer with Rough and Ready at 305.96. Fourth, Jason Weichel with The Untamed at 304.47. Fifth was Nelson Egoff, Mopar, with Tinker Toy at 299.81. Sixth was Don Haley's with Nonsense. Don Haley kind of drove his tractor. There you go. 298.81. Seventh was Rick Wolf with One Too Many, 295.64. Eighth was Andy Forrester with Boss 9 at 289.57. And ninth was Andrew Smith with the Dream Machine at 222.37. What do we got next here? 10,000-pound Pro Farm. I haven't heard from these guys in a while or seen these guys. First, Ivan Hissong with Limestone Binder, 308.90. Second, Chris Pangle with the All Hooked Up. That would be the old high cotton tractor of Jeff King at 305.78. Third, Gary Cubbage's The Virginian at 300.82. Fourth, Gary Cubbage's Blue Trifecta at 298.87. Fifth was Steve Lazier with the 4322 limited edition at 298 and 35. Sixth, Gary Cubbage Double Trouble at 298.16. Seventh was Anthony Hamrick's Beefy at 298.06. Eighth, Bobby Shipe with Old Blue at 294.91. Ninth was Tim Miller with Amish Ingenuity. Beautiful tractor. That thing is really clean. It looks good.
He ain't Amish.
And
He ain't
what's
Amish.
that?
He ain't
No.
Amish.
No, Amish Ingenuity. 283.20. And 10th, Shandy Turner with Foolish Fun at 237.25. And the Blue Force tractor at Gary Cubbage was a scratch. So good numbers in the classes. Looks like it's a pretty good pool. 4,500 small block 4x4 trucks taking the win. Tyler Shives with Bootlegger at 309 and 23. Second was Austin Stoner with Analyze This at 305.97. Third was Denny Shives with Alcohol Abuse at 305.32. Fourth, Denny Stoner's Making Tracks at 305 and 12. Sixth, Chris Utzi with One Bad Bow Tie, 300.16. Seventh was Travis Utzi with the Stomper at 295.85. And seventh, Jared Stoner with the Ford F-150 at 12.06. 11,000-pound Hot Farm. Taking the win, Marshall Bidel. Marshall Law at 295.88. Second was Mark Lawson with his Ford 8600, 294.71. Third, Donnie Gokenauer with the American Man Blues, 291.69. Fourth, Kenny Bauer with the 1466 International at 281.33. Fifth was Joshua Knight with his Ford 9000, 280.95. Sixth, Tabby Samsel with the Hot Mess Express, 251.94. And seventh was Tommy Eppard with Snorting Horse at 205.92. And we got the 8,500-pound mod turbo tractors, interstate truck and tractor pullers. Taking the win, Steve Beckley, Up in Smoke, once again, 311.77. Second, Jason Forrester with Papa Smurf at 303.73. Third, Guy Gokenauer with Stress Test. And I do believe Toby Markley was driving the Stress Test tractor, 302.72. Fourth was Vern Zerby with Z Unit at 299 and 10. Fifth, Jimmy Williams with Cadillac Red at 296.83. Sixth was Vern Zerby, OOZ at 295.23. Seventh, Vern Zerby with Dr. LZ, 293.25. Eighth was BJ Wilkins with the Bull Ride at 287.02. Ninth was Logan Smith's Moody Blue. Wow, I haven't seen that tractor pull in a while. At 275.64. 10th, Mark Smith with the Blue Unit at 270.92. 11th, Corey Forster. Crazy Dave. I am unfamiliar with what that tractor is or anything, but 269.40. 11th place for Corey. 12th, Tommy Williams with Firestorm at 227.67. And 13th, Donnie Owens with an International 806 at 81.34. And there was a pair of 6,200 modified 4x4 trucks. James Wright took the win looking for dirt, 281.74. And second was Kenny Dugan's Blue Mule, 276.16. 6,200 pound two-wheel drive trucks. Yes, they were running 2 tracks, as Duane will know, so that's why there's so many classes. Taking a win, Eddie Ocker on 8 Up at 323.37. Second, Ian Ericker with the Village Idiots, 305.49. If you only knew Ian, it's comical. Third, Dale Forrester with the Bandit, 304.98. Fourth, Andy Forrester turned back the clock at 288.14. Fifth was Chelsea Forrester on a Ford T-Bucket, the old Boss Hog from the East Coast Pulling Series. Let's see, 281.51. Sixth was Gene Potes, two-stepping, 273.78. And seventh was John Foley with Blessed at 267.69. And I think they had engine failure, if I'm not mistaken. I remember John Foley had a video on YouTube. He dropped spit a rod or something. That's the only tractor I'm seeing vehicle of theirs that I've seen listed, so it must have been the one. But I'm sure it'll be back together soon. Excuse me. That's it. That covers Harrisonburg, Virginia. Wow. And we have, hold on, hang in there, Duane. I've got the 20th here, a couple days ago, 4 days ago. This is from Center County Fair. Okay, yeah, August 20th, Center County Fair, big block modified minis. Taking the win was Denny Winger at 323.68. Second was Rodney Yarger with the Agitator at 308.56. Third, Stephen Winger with the Pitbull at 305.54. Fourth was Bruce Wise with Longshot at 296.28. Fifth, Dennis Martin against all odds, 287.09. Sixth was Jim Deku, 243.36. Seventh was Zach Rice at 236.34. And eighth was Max Farner with the Crazy Horse at 79.57. And we'll have one more class here real quick. And that's going to be the 1850 small block mini modifieds here. And taking the win was Matt Wishar with the Dirt Demon at 309.38. Second was Steve Naif with the Sawduster at 305.98. Third, Wesley Williamson's Adrenaline at 300.22. Fourth, John Sutton's Bear Tracks, 297.07. Fifth was Heather Sutton's Polar Bear Express at 290.27. Sixth, Dave Deku with the Buzzard, 289.83. Sounds like the Dekus have built a couple of mini modifieds. How about that? Seventh was Leroy Durf's Wildfire at 277.55. And eighth was Adam Brown with the Oliver Express at 271.19. At this point, I think I've got everybody covered here, so we hope. If I missed anybody, I missed any classes, I'm sure Kendra will catch that up next week. East Coast, we'll talk about upcoming events. Duane, we're going to turn it over to you and tell us all about the wonderful pool you had there for the finals.
Well, the last Beast of the East was one for the record books almost. We had 130 hooks. We had them all done in about 4.5 hours. And we decided to scratch some of our farm stock classes on the on track 2 to try to make room for Appalachian Outlaws. We had the Appalachian Outlaws small block high output and the big block high output, and we were expecting a pretty decent turnout, and we got it. So in the big block we had 24 hooks, in the small block we had 13, and then the street gas had 13. So we had a total of about 65 hooks on just gas trucks. So I'd say that's a record for gas trucks. I'm going to start out with the street gas class. Justin Markey got first place with 290 and 13. and they had started on a fresh track, so we didn't have we weren't quite making our 300, but the track got acclimated and it got better as the night went on. Justin Markey's from a family, I think it's grandfather, father, and son, and Justin is the youngest one. Number 2 in second place was Lawrence Waldridge, Elkton, Maryland, with 283.59.
Wow, Larry showed up, huh?
Yeah,
How
running.
about that?
Him and the whole crew showed up. There was a couple of them. Third was W.D. Ferguson out of Elkton,
Oh, yep.
282.6. Fourth was Donald Eshelman out of Peckway with 280.39. Fifth was Kyle Feaster at 280.16. Sixth was the grandfather, Bob Markey, with 278.79. Seventh was Jason Plarsa at 274.7. Eighth was Corey Brown out of Schaeferstown. I think that's Albert's son, with a 264.08. Ninth was Alan Hack, or I think that's how it's pronounced, 264.08. And 10th was Jason O'Rourke at 198.67. 11th was Bruce Bowl, 194.58. 12th, Colby O'Rourke, 187.24. And 13th was Colin O'Rourke with a 85.39. So we had a good turnout for the street gas. All right, the Appalachian Outlaw classes are the next two I'm going to do here. Small block being the first one. Colton Unger actually had his camera set up, and we did a live feed of most of the show. I'm not exactly sure. He was having a little bit of problems at the start getting the feed to work, but I think he has it out on Undertaker Pulling on YouTube. I think that's where it's at. There's also class videos on there. Appalachian small block high output. Number 1, Jason Garris at 320.03. I think he is the number 1 in points right now.
That's a tough truck.
Yep. And second place, Matt Harold at 314.76. Third, David Zona at 308.51. Fourth, Brandon Dunmeyer, 305.36. Fifth, Josh Sarver, 304.61. Sixth was Brett Kalinovich. I think I said that right. 300.71. Seventh, Jeremy Utzi, 398.45. Eighth, Kyle Privet out of Elkton, Maryland, 297.88. Kim Freed, 296.61. 10th, Dakota Grumbine out of Lebanon, 296.43.
Recreational tillage.
Say this again.
The yellow Chevy is recreational tillage.
Oh, gotcha.
You don't see it on the truck anywhere because we take up every piece.
I have Chevy yellow.
Yeah.
11th was Brandon Stubble, 294.36. 12th, Ben McElroy, 290.22. And 13th was Jim Bassingery, 227.92. So we had 13 trucks in the small block. That was a good turnout for that.
Rolfie didn't show up for that, huh? What's the matter with you, Rolf?
There was a lot of people in the big block high output. We had 24 trucks in that.
Wow.
And we had let me see here. 13 of them were over 300 feet.
That's good.
So we
That's
were
a good class. That's good.
Doing a good run. First place went to Mark Petros at 325.34. Mark
One
is
bad dodge right there, buddy.
Mark is a hot running truck.
You bet.
Second place went to Colton's dad, Ronnie Unger, at 319.98. Third went to Shane Kavanaugh, 3:15:38. Fourth went to Steve Zeckman, which is one of our locals, at 3:12:84. Fifth went to Robert Markey Jr., which is also that's another one of the Markey clan.
We'll call
He
him the
had
middle one.
the middle one, 3:12:79. Sixth, Tracy Troy, 3:11:71. Seventh, Jason Barron, 3:10:11. Eighth, William Campbell, out of Churchville, Virginia, 3:09 and 26. Ninth went to Billy Smeltzer, one of our own, at 3:08:65. Billy is the one that's always running the skid loader with the rake at the end of the track.
Oh, okay.
10th, Brian Struble, 3:06:49. 11th went to Doug Aruda. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. He's from Rhode Island, at 3:04 and 37. 12th went to Jeremiah Fake, 3:01:97. 13th, Brent Shuey, 319. 14th, Carl Barnhart, 297:37. How far do you want to go here? You want to do them all?
Carry on. It's only 8:30. You got plenty of time.
All right. 15th, Paul France, with a truck called Jackass at 293:32.
That's well. Normally, I watch that truck run here locally. It's like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
So we had a lot of good running trucks.
Well, I bet.
Adam Tice at 284:44. 17th, Bobby Logan's, Newark, Delaware, 282 and 51. 18th, Gary Chambers, 280 and 25. 19th, Mike Barr, 263.13. 20th, Bob Markey, the old man, came back in the big block class at 245.83. 21st, Bobby Joe Duke. I think she was the only girl in this class, or female, driving Miss Daisy at 243.81. 22nd was Chris Brosnan, 223.68. 23rd, Jerry Mostoller, with 143.79, and 24th was Jed Sensnick with 23.4. So something must have broke there.
How many Sensnicks pull trucks? That's what I want to know.
We had a couple. We had a
Quite a
fellow.
few.
We had a fellow. We had a fellow that I knew from years ago. I went to school with him, I think. His name was Jarvis Sensnick. Ran a very good running gas truck, and he died, I don't know, a year or two ago of something.
Oh, wow.
Passed away. So,
yeah, I remember the name. Yeah.
I think they might have. I think the fair might have had a memorial thing for him at their pool, at the local pool, on Saturday evening, the first night of first pool at the fair. All right. Snyder County 2.6 smoothbore. First place went to Nick Kinnaman. I think he was 3 for 3 this year at all of our pulls. He had 3, 11, and 9.
Did he climb the hill this time?
No, didn't.
No, 3 or 3.
Didn't let him get there this time. No 400-foot runs. Number 2 went to Carson Stauffer.
Yeah, good running truck.
Yep, 299.8. I'm not sure if I've seen Carson at any of our prior pulls or not. Third place went to Louis Sloboda with 296.78. Fourth, Justin Horse of East Earl, 295.5. Fifth went to Luke Souter out of Dundee, New York, 289.10. Sixth, David Heller, 283.3. Seventh, Jesse Young, 282.4. Eighth, Noah Hostetler, 273.92. Ninth, Brendan Fink, 270.34. And 10th, Logan Henney, 0. Okay, apparently that was a scratch. Brendan Fink I think Brendan Fink was second place in points.
Right.
I think he was second in points going into that. So with that being 0, we had nine hooks and 2.6 smoothbore. Then we went to 3.0 limited pro stock. The JR's gone. Well, I guess if you still there, JR?
Yes, I am. I fight with my cord for my headphones. Go right ahead. Sorry.
All right. Well, the first truck down the track got first place. Billy Mead with Billy Mead. I don't have the names of the trucks, so I'm lost here.
That's okay.
Got 3:21.06.
Billy Mead is
He's one of the
old Jenny. Older Jenny.
I wasn't sure if it's older Jenny or old Jenny. I think it's the older Jenny.
Yeah, it's the one he normally drives.
Yep. So he had 3:21.06. Second place went to Clint Mills with 3:16.9. Third place went to the other the old Jenny truck, Kyle Spickerman, at 3:14.76. Fourth went to Chuck Dutter, 3:14.62. Fifth, Johnny Smith, 3:12.52. Sixth went to Jay Hill at 3:09.26. Greg Walker got seventh at 3:06.74. Rich Wolf is back again, 3:05.94. Heimbach Diesel, Jason Heimbach, 3:04.92. 10th, Jared Brown at 294.74. And 11th went to John Weaver with 272.72. Yeah, we were fighting a hop in the 3.0 class that was cringeworthy, and I was kind of dreading leaving the class continue because of the circumstances, but it's bad for business when you got to cut a show in the middle of the show, so we left it carry on. And so some of the trucks that would have done extremely well got bounced and didn't finish very high in the running order. All right, that was our second class on track 1. Third class on track 1 was the street semis. We had 10 trucks in the street class.
Oh, that's awesome.
Running for the money, and we had one exhibition hook. We had Dave Stott out of Narvin show up with a dump truck. And so we pulled a dump truck for the first time at Beast of the East.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, first place went to James Huber at 3:25.58. Second place, Mark Fessler, 3:96.56. Third, Justin Getz, 2:77.36. Fourth, Patrick By, 2:76.52. Fifth, Brian Etzweiler, 2:72.63. Sixth, Casey Livingood, 2:71.68. Seventh, Nelson McCall, 2:51.3. Eighth, Carrick Huber. I think it's spelled Carrick, Kerek, 2:37.3. Ninth, Cole Getz, 2:21.36. And 10th, Anthony By, 1:84.18. And then our exhibition was Dave Stott. And I don't have a distance for him because he was he ran a chain from the tow hooks on the side of the frame, and his chain ended up being about 6 sizes too small. And it split in two just as he got to the end of his pull, and he had a breakaway, but he was able to stop in a extremely short distance.
Good.
The fourth class was Pro Stock Semis, and wouldn't you believe it, Albert Brown comes out and gets first place.
Good.
Had a heck of a run.
Awesome.
Telling you, one of them deals where you haven't seen the truck for a long time and just comes screaming down the track and blows the doors off of the other trucks. So Albert Brown got first place with 321 and 16. Wilson Hurst was driving Inconvenience, the Jerry Martin truck, got 317.9. And Carl Seiler, Crazy Carl's Pulling, got third at 298.26.
Animal House. That's what I
Yep.
call him, Animal House.
Carl's a good guy.
Absolutely. I'm glad he's running with us this year. Of course, he supported all your events as well. So.
Yep, he was one of our dedicated sponsors this year. Then we went and swapped the class off of the other side and brought the Light Pro Super Farm Snyder County class over to the pit side in order to keep the show rolling.
No
Number.
No pressure.
How was that?
I said no pressure.
Oh, that's fine. Number 1 was Brent Naylor with Elbow Deep at 327. Number 2 was Kevin Utt with Rolling Thunder, 315.72. Third was Michael Watkins, Triple Bypass at 305.98. Fourth, Matt Dersham with the other half at 290 and 18. Fifth, Eli Zimmerman, Red Fever, 283.22. Sixth was Rick Hauk with a little stinker at 280.32. Seventh, DJ Boop, High on the Hog, 264 and 68. And the last eighth was Michael Klejka. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, with the Fear This IH at 180 foot. Not sure he had some kind of issue. And that rounds out the Light Pro Super Farm class with 8 hooks.
Wow, we made somebody mad. I just looked up in the upper corner up there, and we got a frowning, mad, mean face.
I missed it.
Yeah. Well, you probably can't see it.
Apparently, they don't like me.
Probably mad at me. Okay.
And then our last class of the night ran all by themselves because everything else was done. Still the same amount of hooks on each side, but with 6 sled settings versus 3 sled settings, that add a little bit of time to it. And it was our Wild Street Diesel class. First place was Dylan Rupp at 321.5. Second place, Ben Gelsinger, 313 and 1. Third, Lindell Steiner at 309.82. Fourth, Mark Balthaser, 309.62. Fifth was Logan Henney, 308 and 86. Sixth, Scott Beers, 307.44. Seventh, David Heller Sr., 306 and 3. I see here that David Heller is from Chick-Shinny. Must be friends with the Hoyts.
Could be.
Same neck of the woods. 8th, Tyler Schrader, 303 and 14. 9th, Dawson Hostetter, 298 at 08. 10th, Chad Lutz, 297.24. 11th was Jansen Rohr, 288.14. 12th, Chris Fox, 281.5. 13th, Kyle Wickard, 280.5. 14th, Josh Darnell, 276.98. 15th, Jake Hartline at 262.66. 16th, Matt Fessler at 9.42. And 17th, Todd Young with 2.94. So apparently the last two trucks had issues at the start line. So that there was a pile of hooks we had, and really turned out to be a great show. We had good weather, and we're able to keep the show rolling and get it done by 11:30.
That's really good. 130 hooks. Yep.
So we're looking forward to next year. There's been rumors flying around of site improvements and vendor improvements, and
Good.
I just got a thing on my phone today that the barbecue trough, which normally did food on the pit side, it was I don't know, I guess they kind of did like barbecue nachos. They did French fries with pulled pork or brisket and stuff, is taken over, I guess, most of the food at the expo. So looking forward to having a good next year,
Yeah, man.
and
What are you?
maybe some new lights behind the bleachers might be nice.
Yeah, that'd be great. Wouldn't
We'll
that be
see.
nice?
We'll see.
You got to twist the right arms.
I always say that yeah. Hopefully, we're not under construction in the beginning of the year, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully it's done with. Like, well, that's great. That's good. You guys had 3 successful events this year, and seem to every year and get better and better. So before
Yeah,
you know it, you'll be doing 5 or 6 a year or so.
people have been trying to have get us to do more hooks, but
Yeah,
I don't know. We don't want to strain our help.
Yep. Yep.
It's a big operation. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of promoters out there that know what it really takes to do a pool, and we had 3 regular season events and 1 special event, so we had our hands.
Well, you did
hands
have 4
full.
this year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then most of the people that help us run Beast of the East also help with the fair, and I think the fair has 2 pools and a couple of track events, demo derby and stuff in the middle of the year. So it's basically 5 or 6 events for those guys.
Yeah, probably best not to push the luck. But yeah, we got some upcoming events coming up for East Coast Pro Pooling and Interstate. I'll cover a couple here. I pulled up. Was that all you had for?
That's basically what I had at this point.
And I'm sure we'll be seeing you at a few pools here and there. Most notably, the championship finals that's going to be coming up in October at Stillman's Grove, Pennsylvania. That is, I'm going to go ahead and plug that right now. October 7th and October 8th. October 7th, 6:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. on the 8th. If you haven't been to the Snyder County Tractor Pullers Finals, Championship Finals weekend, you got to go. It is awesome. Awesome weekend. I'll be there. We're going to probably arrive Thursday during the day so you can see what we're doing. Get set up, and we'll be running the video camera hard all weekend. So, looking forward to it.
I am too. I'm planning on being there in 2 weeks.
Yes, I'll be there on the 3rd. Yep, that's coming up. I'm going to announce that shortly. This Friday and Saturday, Center Hall, Pennsylvania, the Lucas Oil Pro Pooling League East Coast Pro Pooling Series will be at Center Hall, Pennsylvania, or the Grange Fair. At 7 p.m. Friday, we'll have the Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, the modified 2-wheel drive trucks, light Pro Stock tractors, and the 75 modified tractors. Also, East Coast Pro Pooling will be at Gilbert, Pennsylvania at 6 p.m., running the 466 Hot Farm tractors and modified 4x4 trucks. Again, that's Friday. Center Hall, 7 p.m., and Gilbert, Pennsylvania, which is the other West End Fair, at 6 p.m. for 2 classes. So Saturday, we're back at Center Hall, 7 p.m., Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, modified 2-wheel drive trucks, 466 Hot Farm tractors, and the limited Pro Stock semi trucks. And I will also say that we go into September 3rd. I'm going to show a flyer here shortly, but maybe I can get it to come up now real quick. I got stuff scattered about everywhere on these screens, so bear with me. Let me pull it up here real quick before I get to yapping. Okay, and it is Kids Night, September 3rd. At Stillman's Grove, Pennsylvania, Snyder County Tractor Pullers. Again, 6:30 p.m. It's Kids Night from 4:30 to 6. There'll be all kinds of little activities for kids to do. And I know last year they gave away free bicycles and stuff like that. So it was very successful. It was a very successful event for them. The pullers will come out there with puller cards and whatnot, and visit with, they can go visit with them, get autographs, pictures, and all that good stuff. Really cool, really cool. Kind of up close, personal, meet the pullers and stuff. It's really cool for the kids.
I even got autograph cards for my personal collection from all the champion
There you go.
pullers.
There you go. Awesome.
Actually, I got my kids to get them for me.
I got you. Okay. There you
I
go.
didn't want to. I was a little bit too bashful.
And they're located at 500 Old Colony Road in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. It's easy to find right outside of town. The classes they'll run will be the 12,000-pound enhanced farm, 8,000-pound 2.6 Pro Street diesel 4x4 trucks, 10,500-pound hot stock tractors, the 8,000-pound 3.0 Limited Pro diesel 4x4, 8,500 Light Pro 9,500 Super Farm tractors, 8,500 Wild Street, and I'm seeing 10,000 Pro Stock 9,500-pound Super Stock tractors. Cool. Hopefully, you get a few units in there to pull. Sure, Martins will probably come, and maybe we'll get a few more in there. So I'm sure we will. They have the class scheduled. I'm sure Joey's been pounding the street and the telephone to get the pullers there. So definitely September 3rd.
One thing that makes it a little bit tough is I think they just started cutting corn silage. So if harvest season starts coming in for corn silage, that makes it tough for some of the farmers.
Yeah. Now, just real quick, I'll for everybody. There we go. Just so you get a glimpse of kind of like you got the Clint Mills up there at the top there against all odds, the 3.0 diesel truck, and a few others there. Of course, Caitlin Houck with the enhanced farm tractor bottom center. And of course, there's an obstacle course there from last year for the kids to get on the pedal tractors and do an obstacle course race there at the end of the track. So it's pretty cool stuff. And definitely, that's next Saturday at 6:30. Snyder County Tractor Puller, Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania.
I think the kids' night is a great way to expose the kids and let them climb over the tractors and look at them at least.
Sure.
Get involved.
Let's see. Also, the 4th, Sunday, September 4th, Earlville, Maryland. And guys, Delmarva Truck and Tractor Pullers will have a antique tractor pull at 11 a.m. And I was there last year, enjoyed it. Once I got through the gate and dealt with the lady at the gate, it was okay. It's a campground, Indian Acres campground, and she's a little protective. I said, I'm going right over there. It's no big deal. So she huffed and puffed in for me to give me a pass to put on my dash. And she watched me and drove right across the street, and I was there in park. So, but anyway, I'm just kidding. But I definitely have plans. If I'm not too late getting home from Selinsgrove, I'll ride over there.
Suspicious looking Sasquatch.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. And I'll also go on here. Just bear with me, folks. Maybe. I don't know where they went now. All my cards are gone. But anyway, now watch them all be gone. There they are. Okay.
You lose stuff right in front of your nose, too.
The pro that I am here, September 9th, Kempton, Pennsylvania, 7 p.m. The East Coast Pro Pulling will be at Kempton. This is not during the fair. This is a standalone event, 2 days. I'll pull the other banner up here in just a minute, hopefully. Friday night, 7 p.m., modified two-wheel drive trucks, East Coast Diesel, Pro Stock Diesel 4x4 trucks, light Pro Stock tractors, and the limited Pro Stock semis, as you can see there in the poster, will be on hand. Pretty good deal there. Come check it out if you're in the area. The bridge is out where you normally come in. There's a simple route around that to get into the fairgrounds. There's maps posted all over Facebook. Kempton Power Pools Facebook page, definitely has the map on if you want to get an idea where it's at. It's really simple detour. So just guide you around that confounded bridge they're finally replacing.
Yeah, I remember trying to make the turn to get in there, and you could barely. I remember it was a real pain with a trailer.
Yes. And then also, sometimes I need three hands here. There we go. Saturday, September 10th, East Coast Pro Pulling will also be there, 7 p.m. with the 7,500 pound modified tractors, the modified 4x4 trucks, the light pro stock tractors, and the 466 hot farm tractors. So 5 classes each night. That's actually 6 classes this night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Friday. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they must be doubling up on something here. I don't know. Actually, I guess the original schedule here is wrong. Kevin did some changes on us. Let me read from the flyer what's going to be there. Modified tractors. East Coast Diesel, Pro Stock Diesel 4x4 trucks. That's right. I do remember they were added both nights. The modified two-wheel drive trucks were added both nights. Light Pro tractors, hot farm tractors, and the super modified two. Okay, he's got super modified two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive trucks. He's got it all in one sentence. That's the deal, Mr. Crossley. I'm sure you are the one that made those up, I'm assuming. But excuse me. But definitely get out to Kempton here in 2 weeks. Next 2 Fridays and Saturday. So in 2 weeks.
Looks like a good pull.
Yes, it is very good. Have fun out there.
Haven't been there in a couple of years.
Now, I have one flyer for Interstate, and that is this Saturday, August 27th at 6 p.m. at the Mont Alto Fire Department. The truck and tractor pull in Mont Alto, Pennsylvania begins at 6 p.m. Gates open at 4. Classes will be the 2,050-pound big block mini tractors, 1,850 small block tractors, the 10,000 Pro Farm, 8,500 mod turbo, 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks, the 8,000 street diesel, 7,500 farm stock 8 mile per hour, and the 13,000 farm stock 12 mile per hour. I was at this pool in 2020. Pretty good time. Decent track, decent facility. They run 2 sleds, et cetera, et cetera. So, another side by side of track runs. They groom it quick, and next sled's hooked, ready to go. So it kind of moves the show along pretty good. So, I highly recommend it. Mm-hmm.
2 sleds on one track.
Yeah, it's a wide starting line. They use the same track, so to speak. But the good thing is, you got the other guy in here hooking while they're grooming the track. It's ready to go, and so. That two-wheel drive, that is a Forester. If you're talking about the Mont Alto, Pennsylvania, Backwoods Customs, Carl's Crestley's asking me, that is Interstate's two-wheel drive class. That's not the East Coast Pro Pulling class. And yes, that is a diesel truck, and I believe that's Jason Forester's truck.
I think that's an inline 8 Ford.
Something of that nature.
I've seen it up close once, and it was, quite a nice 8-cylinder, makes a long engine.
It runs good. So I'm thinking that's, I'm kind of bumbling around with my paperwork and stuff here. If I forgot any events, I apologize. But that's what's coming up here soon. Of course, there's plenty of events to go yet. Plenty of September to go, and we got some events in October. And I'll tell you what's coming up in October. There is an event I got corrected today on. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here to October the 29th. And that is in Greensboro, Maryland at the Greensboro Volunteer Fire Company's Carnival Grounds. 11 a.m., the Delmarva Antique Tractor Pullers will be, I hope I was told right today. I got them wrote down as Eastern Maryland, but they're supposed to be at this benefit pool. It's a benefit pool that Doug Heyman and crew are putting on Doug Heyman runs the Bulls Binder 466 hot farm tractor with East Coast. And at 11 a.m., the Delmarva tractor pullers are going to be starting their show ahead of Doug Heyman's regular event, and we'll have more information on that coming soon. But that is October 29th. So you want to make sure you make plans to get there. Benefits a good cause for children, and a lot of good people are behind it. And we want to get this thing. We're going to start pushing the advertising. We'll get a banner for them and everything. That's going to be a good show. So come on out. End of October. We're going to pull all the way to almost November, man. We're going to be pulling. So
it's going to be having. Oh.
So that's going to be awesome.
I'm trying to. I wanted to. I guess I wanted to put a little plug in for our sponsors this year. Sure. Our title sponsor was Hassler Diesel, Tommy Hassler. We also had East Coast Diesel, Lime Ridge Auto, Pro Diesel Works, and Jerry Martin, or Tobacco Shed Motorsports, as our top sponsors this year.
Awesome. Come back and do it again next year, guys. It's much appreciated.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the crew at Beast of the East really appreciate it.
Takes a little bit of a strain off of it's a big money operation, that's for sure.
The Appalachian Outlaws and Listy Grove classes at Somerset County Fair this weekend in Somerset, Pennsylvania. Thanks for that information, JR. For sure. Yes, and those banners for Kempton were done by Carl Cressley. We're gonna get him on here in the future. Introduce him to everybody. He has a YouTube channel, Backwoods Customs Pulling. Go check him out on YouTube.
We need to try to get him to Beast of the East to get some YouTube videos.
Yes, I probably, knowing that I could not be there 2 weeks ago, I should have had it set up for him to be there with you guys. But I had a lot going on. Still do. So need a break.
Too much going on.
Too much stuff here, too much stuff there, too much stuff everywhere. But we'll get through it. Hi, Chris Smith. How you doing? I was wondering where he was at. He's been awful quiet all night. But that's really all I have. I'm not going to sit here and ramble on. It's 9 o'clock. We appreciate you all tuning in. Duane, thank you for coming on. And
yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't get too many giggles in tonight.
That's okay. I was kind of hoping she would chime in. She's probably busy again. She's at Luray, Virginia tonight. Interstate's having a truck and tractor pull down there. So we'll look forward to results from her next week. And of course, we have a big 2 days coming up here at Center Hall, so we have plenty of that stuff to talk about too. So yeah, for sure.
Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me on.
Always.
Hopefully, it wasn't too boring. I had a lot of results there, but
I was laughing at you when I turned my camera off. So. I'm just kidding. I was fighting with the cord got hung up underneath the corner of my L desk here. And every time I try to move it, just pain in the butt.
Yeah. So will you be at Snyder in 2 weeks?
Yes, I will. Yep.
All right. I'll see you there then.
Yep, you bet.
That's the next one I'm planning on being at.
GoProing and trying to talk to some people, and I'm not sure if I'm by myself, if I have Mike along with me or not. I'm not sure yet, but of course he's probably told me, and I just don't remember. That happens with age. So
I'll probably be running around helping Joey with with TikToks or something like that. I managed to get myself on the track one way or the other.
That's fine. That's a good deal. All right. Until then, Duane, we'll see you then. And everybody else, we'll see you next Wednesday. And thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. Please hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment. We'll do our best to answer you after the fact, and tell your friends and family about us. The more views, the better it is. So we appreciate it. And here we go. I'm ready to sign off, and I ain't even ready to go yet. Okay. So anyway, next Wednesday we'll definitely be here. Kendra will be back, and lots more results and lots more goodies coming up. So we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.